Taken as a child by Sidious, Darth Maul was trained without mercy and was relentlessly tortured by his master in order to make him an ultimate killing machine that would feel no remorse. In Legends material, it is told to us that Maul initially started with a single-bladed lightsaber. That quickly changed, however, as Maul was sent to the Gentaurus system to assassinate the reclusive Jedi Master Siolo Urmanka. He was unable to defeat the Jedi Master, and as such he returned to his ship and drew some schematics he had at his disposal. In the end, he constructed two separate lightsabers, both with identical designs, and welded the weapons together. This new double-bladed lightsaber would go on to serve him well, and Sidious continued to test him in many ways. Maul's biggest pet peeve was that whatever he did right, he never got praise from his master. During the Naboo crisis, he went on to duel with Qui Gon on Tatooine, but only using a single lightsaber. It wasn't until he was confronted by both Jedi on Naboo that he unveiled to them the unique design of his double-bladed lightsaber. As the duel went, Maul was able to isolate only Qui Gon, separating the two Jedi. This eventually led to the death of Qui Gon at the hands of Darth Maul, who was using his double-bladed lightsaber. However, with the duel that followed between the Sith apprentice and the Padawan, Kenobi was able to slice through the middle of the lightsaber's hilt and therefore separated them, making one of them defective, and so Maul used only one of his lightsabers afterwards. We all know what happens next. Obi-Wan Kenobi uses his master's lightsaber to cut Maul in half as he falls down the reactor shaft. However, what we did not know at the time was that Maul had survived through using his anger to keep himself alive. As he was tumbling down, he managed to retrieve his functioning lightsaber and proceeded to grab an air vent. He then managed to make it to a trash container, and his body was dumped on the junkyard world of Lotho Minor. Once on Lotho Minor, Maul used the lightsaber to cut his way out of the garbage tube he had been sealed into. However, he proceeded to live in solitude for years to come as he slowly went insane. It wasn't until his brother Savage Opress found him that Maul would be able to leave the planet and return to wreak havoc to the galaxy once more. During the many adventures that we saw Maul have in the Clone Wars series, one of them led to Maul challenging Pre Vizsla, the leader of the Mandalorian Death Watch, to an honorable death match, knowing that the winner would gain the allegiance of Death Watch and become their new leader. After a long and spectacular duel, Maul overpowered Pre Vizsla and beheaded him with his own weapon, the Darksaber, an ancient weapon that the Mandalorians had stolen from the Jedi. Now, however, Maul would claim this weapon as his own. He would go on to use both his lightsaber and the Darksaber in the duel between him and his former master Sidious. However, neither of these sabers would help him defeat the Dark Lord, as Sidious defeated Maul but did not kill him, claiming that he still might have some use from the Zabrak. He imprisoned Maul and sent him to the Spire. Luckily, he was rescued by Minister Olmec, where upon arriving to Zanbar and to the Death Watch camp, he was then given back the Darksaber, which was recovered by the team after his duel with Sidious. However, he would not use this saber in the later parts of his life, but let it to rest at the Night Sister lair on Dathomir. In the Rebel series, Maul went in a more different route as it pertains to his weapon. He would hide the hilt by attaching a piece of wood to it and pretending it was a walking stick, all the while masquerading as a feeble old man. This lightsaber produced two crimson red blades, and the upper grip guard resembled that of the Inquisitor's lightsaber, albeit a bit broken and bent. Last time we saw Maul use this weapon was against old Ben Kenobi on Tatooine. As Obi-Wan had done during their first battle, he once again sliced the hilt of Maul in half, hitting the Zabrak as well and dealing him a fatal wound as a result. Alright, Star Wars fans, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you liked it, feel free to leave a thumbs up down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't miss out on any of my future videos that I will post on this channel. Have a fun day, my friends, and in closing, don't forget, may the Force be with you always.